Phew. Silly churl, Billy churl, silly Billy, hilly churl. Woo!
मैंने सुना साकेब, वेलकम ब्रो। मुर्शद जानू, क्या हाल है? Confused, I have WhatsApp. Welcome bro, welcome to the stream. There is some issue with my mic. It's not working.
Silly.
It's been sometimes I receive a notification from your channel too. Let's say when I got the notification, you done your stream. I don't know bro, why is that? Either maybe it's a problem or something. I'm not sure. There is something wrong with my mic. I don't know why.
Whirling snow, nice and spicy. Out of the frying pan, into the... I'll protect us. Embrace the ice. Take flight. So rude. Whirling snow. Sakura swirl. My apologies.
mic isn't working proper. It's glitching. It's glitching. Even I'm talking, it's glitching. What's wrong, man? Why? These are natural precipitates that occur around the bedrock is used to signal the CHASAM. When outside forces powered by a 𝘧𝘰𝘯𝘕 hit them, they will fire crystal projectiles. Let's see.
Silly. Billy Churl, sit.
I didn't unlock this area. Let me try.
Ma.
Yes, I see.
Give me a moment to compose myself.
Humans could have the entirety of their fleeting lives chronicled in but a few short lines. Their stories really make for terribly dull reading.
You can get away?
Right now, emerge! Right now.
Burn!
Nothing lasts forever. Emerge. Right here. Emerge. Right now.
Here we go. Yahoo! Let's wait till the snow gets heavier and have a...
Right here. Right now.
A sight to behold.
A lot to do at the guild. How about you take a rest while I go back?
Brace yourself. Here we go. Huh? Huh. Huh. Yeah. Wouldn't gliding be faster?
Better than nothing.
Let's play! Yahoo! Wouldn't gliding be faster?
Burning this?
Right. Yeah. Right now. Yeah.
Well, what?
Another test subject. Suffocate!
Time for takeoff. Brace yourselves.
Picked the wrong test subject.
Time for retribution!
Right now. Right here.
You should really bring the Knights of Favonius with you next time. Better than nothing. I still have a lot to do at the guild. How about you take a rest while I go back?
For us.
That's correct. There's a requester who has submitted a designated commission for the two of you.
A designated commission? Sounds like it must be pretty important. What kind of task is it exactly?
There's no need to worry. This commission is not dangerous by any means. Perhaps you have heard that Inazuma will soon be holding a major festival, the magnificent 𝘧𝘰𝘯𝘕 Festival.
Yay! A festival! Oh, come to think of it, we haven't attended a festival in Inazuma for a while!
The Yashiro Commission and Lady Yae are responsible for all the festival preparations. The one who has requested your help is none other than Lady Yae herself.
You know Miko. She always has some unusual ideas in her head. You can bet a festival planned by her is gonna be one to remember. We'd better go to Grand Narukami Shrine and see what she needs us to do.
Lady Yae is currently at Yae Publishing House in Hanamizaka, so there is no need to go all the way to the shrine. In fact, she has instructed me to have you directly meet with her there.
Oh, well that's convenient enough. Let's go then.
Aratani and Kuroda, how are things coming along?
All the books and commission prints for Yae Publishing House were bound and sent out yesterday afternoon, Lady Yae.
Very good. And Murata?
We have already received word from 𝘱𝑒 and Sailing Breeze that the materials are all in place for Shogun Almighty reborn as Raiden with unlimited power and Pretty Please Kitsune Guji.
Well done. And what about you, Onodera? Ahem. Onodera?
Oh, yes, Lady Yae. Everything is ready for the new issue release party.
You are the one who organized the plans for this release party. In other words, you are the team's fearless leader now. So please, show some confidence. Besides, there's no need to be nervous. This project is destined for success. I feel quite optimistic about it. I shall specially grant you leave for the next couple of days, Onodera. Please take the opportunity to have a good rest. After all, you will be very busy on the day of the...
Yes, Lady Yae.
All right then. Is everyone clear about their assignments? Good. We are running out of time. Hello, little ones. I take it you have received my commission,
Some organizer you are! It's nearly time for the festival and you're still over here ramping. You weren't thinking of dumping all the festival preparations on us, were you? If so, then you can forget it! Paimon won't accept such a commission!
My, such harsh words. It hurts to hear that kind of talk from you two. But as you can clearly see, I'm here working like a dog for the festival. Yet you say I'm not doing my job. Let me ask you, little ones, whoever said that the festival must involve the Grand Narukami Shrine?
Huh? But isn't that a given?
Yes, that is true. But now that the Sokoku decree has been lifted, Inazuma is therefore, rather than sticking to the same old traditional festival, they... Every year, thanks to them, as time passed, people began creating various tales based on the 5 Kasen.
Sounds like a festival.
Indeed, which is precisely why I've decided to revive the holding a culture...
But wait a minute! Light novels?
Please stop looking at me with those baffled expressions. In ancient times, poetry was all the rage. The important thing is not the format, but the creative work itself. It is impossible. Speaking of which, don't you think that the concept of... And besides, it's a great opportunity to reintroduce Inazuma to...
Whoa, that was close. Come on, Miko! You can't fool us.
I can't deny that my hobbies had no part to play in this. However, regardless of whether it's light novels or a festival, catching people's attention with a fresh concept is the essence here. Well, what do you say? Aren't you two even a little curious about what interesting things you might see at the festival?
Maybe a little.
Come, let's pay a visit to the venue in Rito together. I promise that it will give you a whole new perspective on the festival. There we'll meet a special someone who will tell you more about your tasks. Personally, I think the idea of things staying the same forever is quite beautiful. Oh, but alas, that is... During the Iridori Festival, the area around the Outlander Affairs Agency will become the main exhibition space for light novels. Once things are in full swing, not only will there be lots of official and fan-created work on display, there'll also be exclusive giveaways, prizes, and new release parties. This small plaza in front of the International Trade Association will be called the 5 Kasen Plaza during the festival. And nearby shops will be selling special light novel merchandise. You certainly won't want to miss out.
Wow. How should Paimon put this? It's definitely not your typical festival, but it sure looks like it'll be quite the party. Huh. Miko, what are these blank boards in the center of the plaza?
Yes, those are...
Ah. Lady I did mention that there would be some reliable helpers coming to assist with the festivities. It appears she meant you two. At last we meet again, Traveler and Paimon. Tell me, how are you faring recently?
Oh, it's Ayato! Wow, so even a busy guy like yourself is here to attend the Iridori Festival.
Preparing festivals falls under the Yashiro Commission's scope of responsibilities. Seeing as Lady Yae has poured her heart and soul into the preparations, I'm obliged to be equally dedicated.
Come now, Ayato. We're not strangers here. there's no need to sound so formal. We were just about to discuss the boards over here. They're related to our little helper's tasks, so I'll let you give them a detailed rundown.
Certainly. I assume you two already know that the 𝘓𝘶𝘶𝘶 festival originated from the 5 𝘏𝘏𝘏. These 5 boards are here for painting their portraits. This 𝘓𝘶𝘶𝘶 festival is not only the first major festival to be held in Inazuma since the lifting of the Sakoku decree, it is also an event deeply rooted in culture and the arts. Therefore, the Yashiro Commission has personally invited several cultural celebrities from other nations. For example, the artist we have invited to paint these portraits hails from the distant land of Mondstadt. The Yashiro Commission will arrange accommodations and food in Inazuma for each of the distinguished guests. However, we fear that staying in a foreign land may feel a little uncomfortable, which is precisely why it would be ideal to have someone familiar with both Inazuma and other nations of Teyvat to serve as a guide for our guests. I knew you would catch on. It is our hope that you would be able to guide the guests from the harbor to their residence at the International Trade Association, while providing any necessary assistance along the way. This arrival schedule includes the details of the ships on which the guests will be arriving. All you simply have to do is go to the docks at the indicated times.
It's settled then. My, look at the time. I have to meet with my editors, so I must be going now. During the festival, most of the Yae Publishing House's editors will be staying near the Outlander Affairs Agency. If you run into any problems, you may find them there.
This festival requires the full cooperation of the Tri-Commission, and there are still many minor details which require my attention, so I must excuse myself for now. I'll leave the...
All the details we need about the ships are on the timetable that Ayato gave us. Let's take a closer look and be sure to take...
Festivals always attract so many people.
Traveling to other...
According to the arrival schedule, there will be a ship arriving from Mondstadt today. The artist for the 5 𝘏𝘏𝘏 portraits should be on board. The boat should be arriving soon, so let's head down to the docks. We're the festival guides, and we'll show you around.
Yes, that's right. We are bards from Mondstadt. Word has it that Inazuma has undergone many changes of late. We hope to find fresh inspiration here.
These guests are all bards, aren't they? Well, where's Tone-Deaf Bard then? Huh. Strange. He's pretty famous in Mondstadt. Do you think he didn't receive an invitation? Huh? Why's that? Oh, Paimon sees what you're getting at. Even though Venti no longer rules over Mondstadt, he's still an Archon. If he came rushing to Inazuma at the first mention of a festival, not only would it seem a little childish, it would also sort of be shameless of him too.
Mr. Honorary Knight, Paimon!
It's Klee! Were you also invited to the 𝘓𝘶𝘶𝘶 Festival?
No, Albedo's
the one who received the invitation. But because everyone in the Knights of Favonius has been really busy these days, Albedo arranged for someone here to issue me a dependent pass.
Greetings, Traveler in Paimon. After hearing that Inazuma was making preparations for the 𝘧𝘰𝘯𝘵 festival, I predicted that I might run into you here.
Ha! Paimon knew it! Albedo's the one they've invited to paint the 5 𝘂𝑒n!
It seems that you already know why I'm here. Just so you're aware, I'll be using my pen name in Inazuma, 𝘏𝘒. Oh, by the way, do you know where the International Trade Association is? I'll be meeting with the editorial director of the 𝘧𝘰 Publishing House there.
Yeah, the International Trade Association is where you'll be staying in Inazuma. We'll be heading there too.
Great. Let's get going then.
Wow, it's so beautiful here! So many things I've never seen before.
Slow down, 𝘰. Please be careful not to bump into others. Telling 𝘰 so many stories about Inazuma during the trip was probably not the best idea. As a result, she could hardly sleep all the way here. It appears she's even more excited now that we've arrived. Strange. It seems that the editorial director, Mr. Hirayama, isn't here yet. I'm certain he said that he'd be sure to arrive before me. This might be a problem. Well, Mr. Hirayama was supposed to meet with me and give me some reference materials about the 5 𝘂𝑒n today. That way, I could better visualize the content for my paintings.
You mean you had no idea what you'd be painting before you arrived in Inazuma?
I only know of the 5 𝘂𝑒n by name. Because of the sheer age of the tale, very little has been passed down to this day. So Mr. Hirayama decided to help me collect some more information. I'm the type of painter who can complete a painting quickly as long as I'm inspired. So I agreed on only receiving the details today.
So when do the paintings have to be done by?
According to the festival plans, the portraits will be revealed one at a time throughout the various stages of the 𝘧𝘰𝘯𝘵 festival. The first one, depicting Suiko, will need to be done before the festival's official opening ceremony, which is the day after tomorrow.
The day after tomorrow? Then you're already running out of time!
There's no need to panic. When I was working on light novel illustrations, because the manuscripts are shipped by boat, things were always tight and finished at the last minute. Just last month, to ensure the latest book of A Legend of Sword would be finished for the 𝘧𝘰𝘯𝘵 festival, I had to complete the final chapter's illustrations the same day I received the manuscript. I heard that my illustrations were sent to print as soon as they arrived in Inazuma. I still don't know how well they turned out.
Paimon isn't sure if she should feel sympathetic for your working conditions or compliment you on your artistic genius.
Of course, I would still prefer to receive any possible reference materials in advance, so that I can be better prepared.
Oh, right! The editors of the 𝘧𝘰 Publishing House will all be around the Outlander Affairs Agency these next few days. Who knows? Maybe Mr. Hirayama's over there too. We'll take you over there to see if we can find him, Albedo.
Alright, it's worth a try. 𝘰, you haven't slept for a while now. Please stay at our residence in the International Trade Association and get some rest. We will be back soon.
Okie dokie. Don't worry, Albedo. I'll be on my best behavior.
This can't be happening. The moment we need to contact Onodera is when he's on special leave. Kuroda and I will go back to Inazuma City for an emergency printing run. The demand for this book is so high, though. Even with the emergency prints, it still might not be enough.
Despite everything, we're still lucky that we found out today. If this had happened a few days later, then we'd really be in boiling water. Hey, do you think that suspicious guy they found in the warehouse has anything to do with this?
Well, the editorial director is on his way over there to investigate the situation as we...
Sorry to interrupt, but what's going on here?
Oh, hey, Traveler. Don't worry. It's nothing, just an internal issue. That's all. How can I help you?
I'm looking for the editorial director, Mr. Hirayama. Does anyone know where he is now?
Mr. Hirayama is currently at the warehouse down by the harbor.
Oh, hold on a second, Murata. Excuse me, but you must be 𝘓𝘅, the one who was invited to paint the 5 𝘂𝑰 for the festival?
Yes, that's me.
My name is Kuroda. You must be inquiring about information regarding the 5 𝘂𝑰. I do apologize, but please make yourself comfortable at the International Trade Association, and I will let Mr. Hirayama know to send you the materials right away.
Oh, no need. You guys look super busy, so we can go find them ourselves.
About that.
Excuse me, but is there something wrong with the latest volume of A Legend of Sword?
Huh? How did you know?
Since you were all aware that Mr. Hirayama needed to send me some supporting materials, that means the editorial director didn't forget about it. Instead, something urgent must have cropped up. To add to that, despite being aware that I am 𝘓𝘅, you were still unwilling to let me go to Mr. Hirayama directly. After considering these factors, the only reason you would try to stall me is if something happened to A Legend of Sword, which I did the illustrations for.
Well, I'm very sorry. The situation is just as you said, 𝘓𝘅. I suppose it doesn't hurt to tell you now. Earlier today, someone spotted a suspicious outlander sneaking around inside the Iridori Festival warehouse down by the docks. So they promptly alerted the Tenryou Commission. The Tenryou Commission was concerned about potential cargo theft, so they contacted everyone who was renting space in the warehouse. It was then that we realized that the latest copies of A Legend of Sword had suddenly gone missing.
What? The books are missing?
Shh, not so loud. Not only is this book an eagerly anticipated release in the last phase of the Iridori Festival, but the author, GENSHIN, will be personally attending the release party as well.
Because of the dire situation, Mr. Hirayama immediately hurried to the warehouse to determine whether the theft was related to that suspicious outlander.
I see. It would be a great misfortune if A Legend of Sword would not be released on schedule. And quite a disappointment for GENSHIN as well. If Mr. Hirayama has gone to the warehouse at the docks, then I'll go down to see if I can be of any help.
GENSHIN? Sounds like a name from 𝘰𝘁. Albedo, what kind of person is the author of this book?
I have not met him personally, but the editors said that he is actually the second son of the Feiyun Commerce Guild family in 𝘰𝘁. Oh, do you know him?
Whoa, that's a real twist! Paimon never would have guessed that GENSHIN would be publishing a light novel together with Albedo! But enough about that. GENSHIN would definitely be upset if he discovers his books are missing. Let's accompany Albedo to the warehouse, too. It's you! Why are you here?
I'm here on behalf of the Tenryou Commission, of course. Is that surprising?
No, Sara, Paimon wasn't talking about you! So, tone-deaf bard. The suspicious outlander in the warehouse wouldn't happen to be you, would it?
Considering the evidence, it appears that the suspicious Outlander is indeed me.
As I have told you, you are a suspect. Before your allegations of theft and illegal entry as a stowaway are cleared, you are to remain silent. Don't make me say it again. Traveler, Paimon, do you know this self-proclaimed bard from Mondstadt?
Listen, Sarah. Knowing him, it's safe to say that he wasn't behind the theft. But what's this about being a stowaway?
Although he claims to be a special guest for the 𝘓𝘗𝘠𝘗 festival, he's failed to present his invitation letter. Therefore, we can only suspect that he might have entered the country illegally. And just a moment ago, we caught him in a dandelion wine crate near the Sailing Breeze. If it would help shed any light on the situation, then please, be my guest.
Oh, Venti! You didn't really come here illegally, did you?
Ouch, your words wound me. We've been apart for so long, and the moment we meet again, all I'm greeted with is grilling questions and suspicious glares. You arrived in Inazuma via similar means, or so I heard. You of all people should be more understanding, don't you think?
Similar means?
I merely jest. Fear not, for the person who sent me the invitation is none other than Kamisato Ayato of Yashiro Commission. It's unlikely that someone acquainted with the likes of him would ever be here illegally, right?
But why weren't you on the same ship as the other bards?
Well, once I received the invitation letter, I couldn't help but want to come to Inazuma a little early. It was then that I happened upon a cargo ship bound for Inazuma transporting dandelion wine. So, naturally, I decided to set sail with them. Once aboard, I found the captain to be a kindred spirit, and I was treated to an abundance of fine liquor along the way. I must have fallen asleep in the cargo crate while carefully comparing the tastes of dandelion wine and Inazuman sake. And when I woke up, I found myself in this warehouse with a 𝘚𝘉𝘉 Commission General glaring at me from atop the grate.
Coming from Venti, this story is quite believable. But...
Excuse me, I'm the owner of the stolen goods from the 𝘧𝘗𝘗𝘏 Publishing House, and there are some questions I would like to ask you. Based on what you just said, it seems you've been in the warehouse for some time now. If that's the case, did you happen to hear anything unusual?
Actually, I did hear some faint footsteps around me a couple of times. But I didn't consider the sound anything out of the ordinary.
But if you clearly heard something, why didn't you feel it was unusual?
Oh, I seem to understand now.
Huh? What did you notice, Albedo?
When it comes to burglars, they are generally associated with prying or rummaging through things. What Venti means is that he did not hear anything unusual like that. As for the sound of footsteps, because this is a warehouse where many goods are coming in and out each day, it is quite normal for people to be walking around.
I see. But if that's the case, then we're back to square one regarding the stolen books.
No, not quite. From the facts that have been presented to us, we can draw at least 3 conclusions now. First, whoever took the novels is not a spur-of-the-moment burglar. They had their sights on the books from the very beginning. Second, the culprit was very familiar with the warehouse, and might even have a key. And third, I knew you'd catch on, Traveler. One person couldn't possibly transport so many heavy books in such a short window of time. It must have been a team effort. It goes without saying that Venti clearly does not match up with our culprits.
Yes, I agree with your reasoning. Mr. Hirayama, the 𝘚𝘉𝘉𝘗𝘗 Commission will continue by investigating the warehouse staff. If you come across any further clues, please notify us immediately.
Yes, understood. I'll leave it to you then.
I suppose I'm free as a bird then.
Not so fast. Even though we've cleared the theft allegations, we still haven't ascertained whether your arrival in Inazuma was legal or not.
Aw, 'tis a shame. I thought surely after my honest account you might let me off the hook.
Sarah's quite the meticulous one. So, where's your invitation letter, Venti?
Yes, the invitation letter. I'm truly sorry. I can't seem to remember where I may have put it.
How could you lose something so important?
Don't be mistaken. I was well aware of how important it was. But I didn't bring any luggage with me, and the letter was too big to fit in my pocket. So I kept it in my hand the whole trip. Strange. Though I had a little too much to drink, I know that I kept it in a secure place. I even recall being most pleased at coming up with a good idea at the time.
If you were holding the invitation in your hand the whole time, then why did you put it down?
Well, to properly compare the taste of Mondstadt wine and Inazuman sake, I had to hold a glass in each hand. I couldn't both hold the invitation and a glass at the same time. But surely I wouldn't put it in just any random place. It could easily be misplaced.
In which case, I believe there's only one place it could be. Have you figured it out, Traveler?
Huh? You're way ahead of Paimon. Do you two already know where the invitation letter is?
Ah, yes! I remember now. I knew you'd help me find it.
This is indeed an invitation letter issued by the Yashiro Commission. Now that we've confirmed this guest's identity, I have no further questions. However, starting tonight, I would advise you to stay at the International Trade Association. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'll be leaving now.
There goes Zara. All right, let's go talk to Mr. Hirayama about Albedo's reference materials.
Mr. Hirayama, I'm 𝘏𝘒. We had originally arranged to meet today.
Ah, yes, so you are 𝘏𝘒. I'm very sorry that you've arrived in Inazuma only to find such a mess. These are the materials regarding the 5 𝘏𝘒.
Let's see here. Yes, it's just as I had suspected. Monikers such as Suiko and Aoi no Okina. Though there were once many stories regarding each of the 5 𝘏𝘒, the validity of their contents can no longer be verified in present times. Alas, what a shame. But at the very least, we know that most of the stories were written according to a similar style. So there is still something we may glean from this.
So, is the info useful for your paintings, Albedo?
To some extent, yes. However, I must admit that it is still lacking and fails to fulfill the most crucial element. Inspiration.
I am sorry that this information is not as exhaustive as you had hoped. However, it is not possible to gather. Though Lady Yae did say that there are many variations of the story about the 5 𝘏𝘒, and everyone has a different. So all you need to do is follow through with what's in your own heart and create something that you.
That does sound like something Miko would say.
Thank you, Mr. Hirayama. No need to worry. I'll find inspiration for the portraits.
Great. I'll leave it to you then, 𝘏𝘒. Oh, tomorrow morning, Mr. GENSHIN, the author of A Legend of Sword, will be arriving in Inazuma by boat. If you see him, please do not mention the stolen novels for the time being. Whether the stolen books are eventually recovered or not, the Yae Publishing House will do its best to ensure that the novel's release is a success. You have my gratitude. I'll be going then.
Well, seems there's nothing more we can do here. Let's go. Huh? Betty? What are you doing over there? You don't want us to leave you behind, do you?
Traveler, Albedo, would you mind coming over here for a moment? There's something peculiar that I think you should see.
What is it, Venti? A piece of paper?
Indeed. When I awakened to find myself in the warehouse this morning, I discovered this paper in the cargo crate where I was sleeping. I didn't think much of it then. I thought it was merely a scrap piece of paper that had fallen into the cargo. After a quick glance, I stuffed it into a place nearby. But on second thought, I think it's worth having you take a look at what's written on it.
Let me see. Suiko chapter. Wait a minute. Isn't Suiko the name of one of the 5 𝘏𝘒?
The story told in this poem roughly boils down to Suiko getting tipsy and letting some poems that were meant for the shogun get stolen. Ah, this story sounds familiar to my ear. Where have I heard it?
Seriously? It's literally the same story you just experienced yesterday.
Oh, indeed it is.
Yes, I concur. The person who left this paper could quite possibly be the criminal, or even a witness to the theft. But why leave the paper here in such a fashion? And if the one who left it here was a witness, why didn't they attempt to stop the burglary?
All right, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Meeting together in Inazuma like this is a most rare occasion. Since we've been busy from the start of the day, let us find an inn with good drink to keep our thirst at bay.
Hey! You just sobered... and let's not forget that Albedo still has a portrait to complete. We don't...
No, it's fine. Let's all go for a drink together. It'll be my treat.
Wait a minute. What about your portrait?
As I mentioned before, I'm the kind of artist who can work quickly once I'm inspired. And now, it seems I've found my source of inspiration. If I use a model as reference for the piece, we must pay him back with the appropriate recompense.
In that case, we'll need to order more dishes. One year, the poet Suiko made his way to Tenshukaku and presented the Kasen's work for the shogun's perusal. But a page from the works of Aoi no Okina had been torn out, and Suiko was questioned regarding the matter. Suiko pleaded guilty. He admitted to drinking at the tavern the night before, and vaguely recalled a mysterious figure approaching while he was intoxicated.
Wow, you really came through, Albedo. You were able to complete the first portrait before the opening ceremony.
Yes, it really is a sight to behold. Not only does it harken to the traditional style of Inazuma, but it also makes use of modern aesthetics. My figure is particularly striking. Even though I'm sound asleep in the portrait, I still appear as glorious as always.
Hey, don't get too full of yourself, Tone Deaf Bard. You were just a model. The person in the artwork isn't actually you. Well, Albedo, who will be your next portrait?
The next one will be Aoi no Okina of the 5 Kasen.
Albedo, might I suggest waiting a little before starting on the next one? Who knows? You might soon discover another story.
Another story?
I believe he's referring to the possibility of finding another paper with tales of the 5 Kasen. According to the reference materials I was given, we've only found the first of a total of 4 chapters.
Do you think the mysterious person who left the first paper will strike again?
It certainly is a possibility. Also, there are some points regarding the stories of the 5 Kasen that have left me rather curious. For example, the reference materials make mention of 5 legendary figures, yet all the popular stories only consist of 4 parts. It appears that throughout all the stories, there is never a chapter dedicated to Kuronushi.
Yes, I'm also curious about these stories myself. But who knows? They may merely be akin to the old saying in Mondstadt: seeds of stories brought by the wind and cultivated by time. So for now, we need but just wait patiently.
Most humans could have the entirety of their fleeting lives chronicled. But if short lines, their stories really make for terribly dull reading.
Sure, I'll play you another tune, but it'll cost you an apple.
Emerge. Right now. I'm always watching. Emerge. Right here.
This will do! Burn!
Better than nothing.
Think you can get away? Yahoo!
Right now. Right here. Right now.
Everybody stand back! Huh?
Right here. Emerge. Right here. Show them.
Better than nothing.
Time for takeoff. Here we go.
Verdict
I suppose this will do.
Right now. Right here. Emerge. Nothing lasts forever. Right here.
We'll need more where that came from.
Personally, I think the idea of things staying the same forever is quite beautiful. But alas, that is simply not the way the world works. Most humans could have the entirety of their fleeting lives chronicled in but a few short lines. Their stories really make for terribly dull reading. Traveling to other worlds is all that anyone seems to be writing about these days. Goodness knows what they find so disappointing about their own world.
The passenger ship from Lyra that we're supposed to meet should be arriving soon. Let's go to the docks. You know that GENSHIN will be on board, right? So we should be careful not to say anything about the stolen novels.
अरे बस भाई वेलकम टू द स्ट्रीम ब्रो। क्या हाल है? मैं तो कस्टमर भाई की स्ट्रीम पे था तो इधर अपनी स्ट्रीम देख नहीं रहा था। यार ये वाला क्वेस्ट हो ही नहीं रहा, कब से कर रहा हूँ इसको, ये वाला होता ही नहीं है। हाँ हाँ, हम आपको मैसेज किए थे ना, मैं आपका अकाउंट खोल रहा था उस पे ना। आपने डिस्कॉर्ड नहीं देखा? डिस्कॉर्ड पे मैंने आपको मैसेज किया, मैंने कहा आगे उसको करता हूँ। फिर मैंने जब ओपन किया तो वो मतलब चेज़म अनलॉक था ना, और आप बस मतलब खुद ही कर रहे थे, तो मैंने फिर बंद कर दिया। मैंने कहा अपने वाले से कर लेता हूँ, तो मैं फिर इससे स्टार्ट हो गया। अभी चेज़म अनलॉक किया तो वो भी दोस्त कहता है ये क्वेस्ट है, ये पहले कर लो, जो उधर का आया हुआ है, क्या नाम है, ये इनाजुमा का है ना, ये अजीब सा नाम है, ह्यूज ऑफ द वायलेट गार्डन। तो अभी इसमें क्वेस्ट है कि करना है गार्ड माय न्यू लैपटॉप। ओ भाई मुबारक, कंग्रेचुलेशंस ब्रो, कंग्रेचुलेशन, नया लैपटॉप ले लिया फाइनली है, मज़े। कौन सा लिए? स्पेक्स वगैरह के हैं? अभी तो मज़ा भी आएगा फिर खेलने में है भाई। यार ये बार बार इधर फॉग आ जाता है, और मुझे इस जगह पे जाना है और मैं जा ही नहीं सकता। ये फॉग कैसे हटेगा अभी यहाँ पे? अरे कोई बात नहीं, अरे सर चलेगा चलेगा। टीम से रिलेटेड पिक्स लेनी है ना, तो पहले मैं दूसरा माइक चेक करता हूँ, शायद चल जाए। भी देखता हूँ माइक ना, होप सो सही चल जाए। और पता नहीं बार बार ना उसके साथ ग्लिच हो रहे हैं माइक ना, जैसे माइक ओपन होता है तो गेम का साउंड ना चला जाता है। वॉइस बहुत कम है।
Most humans could have the entirety of their fleeting lives chronicled in but a few short lines. Their stories really make for terribly dull reading.
अच्छा मतलब जैसे आता है ना वैसे नहीं स्क्रीन पे सही आ रहा, मतलब ये भी पीछे काफ़ी साउंड है, पंखा चल रहा है उसका साउंड आ रहा है, नॉर्मली ना इस तरह से साउंड नहीं आता। पीछे ना बिल्कुल मतलब इसका कैंसलेशन ठीक था, भाई उसका पिन सही से अटैच नहीं हो रहा गेम के साथ ना, पता नहीं क्या इशू कर रहा है माइक। अब चल रहा है यार। अब थोड़ा बहुत सही है जी यार। मैं इस भाई ये फोक कैसे हटेगा यहाँ से, मतलब मैंने आगे जाना है और अभी क्वेस्ट करने का टाइम नहीं है मेरे पास। तो स्पेशलिटी देख लेता हूँ।
Personally, I think the idea of things staying the same forever is quite beautiful. But alas, that is simply not the way the world works. और कौन सी आइलैंड वाला तो नहीं चल रहा, कुछ और ही देख लेते हैं जाके। चलो ये हो गया, बस सही है। सर मुझे नहीं पता, मैं खोला था, मैं खुद कंफ्यूज हूँ। 3 मंथ नहीं खेला है, मैं सोचा आर्गन क्वेस्ट करूँ तो देखा ये सब चीज़ों वाले क्वेस्ट करने पड़ रहे थे पहले। अच्छा मैं अभी ये वाला कर रहा हूँ, मतलब चीज़ें मैंने अभी अनलॉक किए है जाके ना, स्टैचूज़ का अनलॉक किए। तो वो दोस्त कह रहा था ये वाला जो आया हुआ क्वेस्ट ना, ये वाला यूज़ ऑफ द, इसका 1 दिन रह गया शायद, आपकी आईडी पे भी रहती है। ये वाली आज कर लेना, इसका 1 दिन रह गया। तो इसको प्री ऑप्शन इधर आ रहा है, मतलब लेफ़्ट साइड पे ना ऑप्शन है कि इसको मतलब प्री रिक्विजिट जो है ना क्वेस्ट कर लो। तो मतलब पिछला भी मिशंस किए बगैर ना, कमीशन के, मैं इसको कर रहा हूँ। Most humans could have the entirety of their fleeting lives chronicled in but a...
Let's play!
इस वाले क्वेस्ट का ना अभी थोड़ा सा टाइम रह गया, इसके बाद चेज़म वाला करना। चेज़म वाले तो भी हैं, उनका टाइम है, इसका एक दिन रहता है इस इवेंट का। ये क्या है? ये क्या था? मेरा नहीं खोल रहे हैं ये इवेंट, कैसे खोलूं? अरे भाई वो ऑप्शन अभी तो मेरे पास इधर है नहीं। ठहरो मैं स्ट्रीम पे देखता हूँ, मैंने खुद ही ऑप्शन है लेफ्ट साइड पे ना। ये मैंने कहाँ पे अनलॉक किया था? ठहरो बताता हूँ। हाँ स्ट्रीम पे 39 मिनट पे देखे ना, मेरे स्ट्रीम 39 मिनट पे देखे, लेफ्ट साइड पे दरमियान में ऑप्शन आ रहा होगा सेंटर में क्विक स्टार्ट का ना। तो मैं वहाँ से गया हूँ, मतलब क्विक स्टार्ट पे गया हूँ, देन कंफर्म मैंने किया है, क्विक स्टार्ट का नोट है। तो ये आपका ना फिर इस तरह अनलॉक हो जाएगा जैसे ही आप उसको कंफर्म करोगे ना। 39 मिनट्स पे मैंने आई थिंक किया था इसको बाद में। हाँ क्विक स्टार्ट लिखा आ रहा होगा सेंटर में ना। The day I took my leave of living, I found I loved all things again. When tried at last of seeking and strive, I heard again freedom's refrain. The radiant flower brought to bloom the secret scent of no melody saying, the lime grass under the distant skies gleam, how time you make ancient. Yet let the impulse remain, the scent of the air saw. ये मजे का। वो बटन क्लिक कर रहा हूँ लेकिन अलग कोई क्वेस्ट करने को बोल रहा है। अलग कौन सा? मेरा मतलब ये है यहाँ पे क्विक स्टार्ट का था, मैंने उस पर क्लिक किया है तो देन उसके बाद ये मेरा क्वेस्ट ना अनलॉक हो गया। आपका बीच में वो कौन सा क्वेस्ट पूछ रहे हैं? कहीं कैरेक्टर तो नहीं यूज़ आपका? अक्सर होता है ना जो यहाँ पे क्वेस्ट हमारी लॉक होती है ना, जैसे ये वाली है, इसमें करेक्टर इन्वॉल्व इन अदर क्वेस्ट कैन नॉट जॉइन द क्वेस्ट। इसमें मतलब अभी किसी और जगह पे हमारा करेक्टर बिजी है। कैथरीन इज बिजी कंप्लीटिंग द क्वेस्ट इन द डेप्थ्स ऑफ। तो ये वाला करो ना, मतलब इस तरह साइड में क्वेश्चन मार्क पे क्लिक कर लो आपका जहाँ पे करेक्टर बिजी है, तो वहाँ से आप उसको वापस ले सकते हो। आपका शायद करेक्टर कहीं और बिजी होगा, बाकी तो अनलॉक हो जाता है।
Sure, I'll play you another tune, but it'll cost you an apple. Wouldn't gliding be faster?
आज शिप से किसी दूसरे बंदे ने आना है ना, आज वो वाली करते हैं। कैरेक्टर बिजी नहीं है कोई, फिर भाई क्यों नहीं स्टार्ट हो रहा? एक सेकंड ठहरे, मैं इस पे चेक कर लेता हूँ क्या नाम है। मैं लॉगिन कर लूँ? आपका अकाउंट मेरे पास लॉगिन है। अगर इधर होता है तो देख लेता हूँ। अगर आपका अभी उधर लॉगिन नहीं है, अगर अभी आपने गेम ओपन नहीं किया हुआ तो आज उसने आना था ना, क्या नाम है, जिंक्यू ने आना था।
Yes, in fact we have. I'm Shu from Feiyun Commerce Guild. Aboard this ship we have the inventor of theater we heard that they'd be... Master, he's,
Whoa! Xingqiu's just sitting there. Sound asleep?
ये तो सो गया इधर बंटी की तरह।
Oh, we aren't actually guests. We're actually guides.
Please, no need to worry.
चलो मैं अभी करता हूँ, ये सिनेमैटिक सेट है ना यहाँ के लाइंस वगैरह, फिर करता हूँ।
That's odd. There was a piece of paper underneath my bag.
Ooh, let Paimon have a... Oh,
The story you found before?
yeah, in the warehouse down... but... Yeah, that if you can...
Wait a moment. So you mean that...
Hey, it's hard coming up with stuff on the...
There's a chance of... Really? Just a few days... It is a most rare...
Don't worry, Xing. Also, we...
So you... To be honest,
Hello.
my works have drawn little interest in Liu. Calx is not only... But when I looked at the... Oh my! I was beginning to get carried away there. Let us depart. Quickly now.
Luckily, the idea of meeting Albedo managed to draw...
माइक नजन कर रहा है दूसरा माइक चलाना पड़ेगा फिलहाल अभी पता नहीं ये वाला कैसे चलता है सही से ये वाला था ना क्विक स्टार्ट कंफर्म ये ले भाई हो गया अनलॉक हो गया अब ये लेजेंड ऑफ कैसन-जी है रिक्वेस्ट कर सकते हो आप A character is currently involved in another quest cannot join the quest अच्छा इसमें कैरेक्टर कौन सा है कैथरीन is busy completing the cleansing light यार इसको कैथरीन से सिर्फ बात कर ले तो क्लेंजिंग लाइट वाला अनलॉक हो जाएगा कैथरीन यहाँ से फ्री हो जाए तो नेक्स्ट क्वेस्ट जो है क्लेंजिंग लाइट वाला कौन सा था मुझे भूल भी गया आपको
Ad Astra Abyssosque. Recently, the adventurer...
The traveler would...
I will spare the pleasantries then. May I... Well, let me go over it briefly.
Rift Hounds?
Yes. The sacred Sakura is of tremendous good.
Is the Tenri...
Yes. Their main the Adventurers Guild is one of the key parties
अच्छा नहीं प्रीडिस्पोजिशन है वो उसमें है नहीं मैं वो कह रहा था क्विक स्टार्ट पे क्लिक करो ना देन उसको कंफर्म करो हो जाता है सर अब ये एक स्टार्ट हो गया ना अभी दूसरे वाली ये शायद अनलॉक हो जाएगी अब कैथरीन बिजी नहीं होगी ये देखें अभी कैथरीन बिजी नहीं है आप इसको ना जैसी बात करोगे यहाँ से ना कैथरीन के साथ तो ये वाला क्वेस्ट जो है ना आपका शुरू हो जाएगा ये वाला इवेंट का क्वेश्चन आपका चल जाएगा स्टोरी फॉर यू ये कौन सी है अच्छा इसमें बिजी है मुझे याद नहीं था क्या लिखा था। मैं सोचा क्विक स्टार्ट मतलब मैं जो क्लिक कर रहा था वो ही बोल रहे हो। ये है। अरे कोई ना, मैं इसमें कह रहा था बस क्विक स्टार्ट का वो उधर ऑप्शन है वो था ना, उसे करो तो जल्दी से ना ये फिर चल पड़ता है नेक्स्ट, मतलब आप इसको बगैर उसके किए स्टार्ट कर सकते हैं। ये क्या है, इसमें काफ़ी सारे इवेंट में प्रेमोजेम्स हैं यार। इस इवेंट को आज अगर कंप्लीट होता है तो ट्राई कर दें, इसमें तो काफ़ी सारे प्रेमोज हैं।
What a coincidence. I was wondering where I might be. Alright. Before bringing. However, Inazuma, she hasn't complained. But. Fortunately.
Yay, Mr. Honorary Knight's here. What you talking about, Mr. Honorary Knight? Yeah. Aw, Clee, you're such a thoughtful kid. Heimat's very. Anyway, it is pretty. Yep. Allow the almighty.
Clee?
Yay!
As you know, Clee is. by. For
मैं तो
instance.
साथ में जल्दी सिनेमैटिक स्किप करूँगा अभी।
I promise.
Great.
There are loads of cool things to do in
Walk around with
Inazuma.
Clee.
Try the local cuisine, visit a shrine. What do you want to do, Clee? Cuisine? What's that? You know, food and drink. Hyman just meant we could take you to a local restaurant.
अरे ये तो इतना दूर है। गेम क्यों खेल रहे हैं? अरे सर कोई नहीं, अभी इसमें लेने हैं, क्या नाम है, ईटो आएगा ना, ईटो रीरन होना है तो वो लेना है, इस वजह से खेल रहा था। और अभी चेज़म है, मतलब न्यू एरिया है तो फिर तो मैं खेलता हूँ। जो मतलब ये आया था, इनाजुमा आया था तब मैंने गेम खेली थी, एक्सप्लोर की है। अभी चेज़म है, असल में तो चेज़म एक्सप्लोर कर रहा था, ये क्वेस्ट आया हुआ है तो अभी मैंने कहा, वो दोस्त ने कहा एक दिन रहते इसका, तो मैंने कहा पहले ये कर लूँ उसके बाद चेज़म करूँगा। जब न्यू एरिया आएगा भाई तब खेलेंगे एक दफ़ा, एक्सप्लोर वगैरह करने के बाद, स्टोरी करने के बाद फिर क्विट कर देंगे।
That's an egg wow, tonkotsu ramen, tri-flavored skewers, and egg rolls. They all sound delicious.
They sure are. Guess you're not from around here if you haven't tried any of these before. Let me buy you an egg roll with my allowance so you can get it.
Really? Also, that's your allowance, right? Taking another kid's allowance.
Oh, I remember you.
Egg rolls are a piece of cake for. All right.
अरे यार ये तो कौन सा क्वेस्ट स्टार्ट हो गया है। अरे क्ली को क्या देना है?
Mr. Honorary Knight.
एग रोल्स बनाई नहीं है अभी, बनेंगे कैसे? एग रोल किधर है? ये क्या मेरे पास है ही नहीं? अरे कुक कैसे करूंगा जब है ही नहीं मेरे पास? रेसिपी भी आई थिंक नहीं है इसकी, कहाँ से मिलेगी यार? इसमें है क्या? नहीं, अभी देखना मैंने आपका मैसेज स्क्वाड में लॉगिन तो है आपके पास मेरा अकाउंट। हाँ वो मैंने ट्राई किया है ना, इसमें मतलब उसमें कर रहा था लैपटॉप में, उसमें नहीं हुआ लॉगिन, वो बार बार उसमें कह रहे थे ईमेल चाहिए, तो मैंने उसको दोबारा वापस इस पर किया है तो वो लॉगिन हो गया, बस ठीक है। खाली लॉगिन करना था, मुझे नहीं पता था आप खुद खेल रहे हो। अभी आप खेलो, मैं अभी इसी अपने अकाउंट से ही करूँगा आगे ना। आप उधर खुद स्टोरी कर रहे हो तो वो मिक्स होता रहेगा फिर।
Mr. Honorary.
यार ये एग रोल्स किधर से भाई इसको देने हैं? ऐसे दिखते हैं एग रोल्स। ठीक हो गया। ये देखो कैसे मुंह बना के खड़ी है बुक्खड़। मेरे पास नहीं है ये वाओ से क्या।
Hey, mister, if you're not
Special yakitori for sale. Come and try some.
यार कुक करने और इधर नहीं है ऑप्शन, कहीं भी नहीं है। स्टेक है, मोरा मीट है, कहीं पता नहीं क्या है, आलमंड टोफू है, स्टिकी है, ट्रिपल टेक है, जैन पार्सल्स है, नहीं है। ये चीज़ हमको नहीं अच्छा लगता ना, तो किधर ढूंढूं मैं आज। एग रोल रेसिपी गेंशिन में हर चीज़ पे जाके सर्च करना पड़ेगा। मुझे ये कहाँ से मिलेगा? ये नाराकोमी आइलैंड पर है और शिमारू के पास गया है भाई। ठीक हो गया। क्या इसमें I would like to। अच्छा ऐसे रेसिपीज इसे बाय करेंगे। ठीक हो गया, ठीक हो गया। वी कैन प्ले बोथ। जब कोई लॉगिन करेगा तो वो डिस्कॉर्ड में बोलेगा। अरे ये भी ठीक है, लेकिन वो मैं भी इस पे स्टोरी कर रहा था ना। वैसे तो मतलब अगर फार्मिंग वगैरह हो तो वो बंदा कर लेता है, कोई इशू नहीं है उसका। ये भी YouTube से देखना पड़ेगा भाई रेसिपी कहाँ से मिलेगी। कुछ बाय कर लेते हैं इधर से। यहाँ से यूज करने ना। हो गई सारी रेसिपीज यूज हो गई। अभी एग रोल कुक कर दें जाके। कुक एग रोल्स, हाँ ये रहे। जीन है ना कुक मैनुअली। अरे यार वो वाउ से बात नहीं करनी थी। क्लिक किधर है?
Mr. Honorary।
जो हाँ जॉर्ज कस्टमर। हाँ ना भाई सब कुछ खरीद लेंगे पूरी शॉप से। लेकिन कुक सिर्फ 3 ही करूँगा, ज़्यादा नहीं करने। ऐसे इंग्रेडिएंट्स ज़ाया नहीं करने, फिर कहीं ना कहीं यूज़ होते हैं। वो अभी था मतलब एक कमीशन मैंने एक्सेप्ट किया था आलमंड टोफू का, ठीक है, वो अब मुझे हो ही ना, मतलब सारा लीवर मेरा भी लॉक था और वो एक साइड पे उसका थोड़ा सा अनलॉक था, तो लीवर के कमीशन में आ गया कि आलमंड टोफू चाहिए भाई। और मेरे पास ना रेसिपी ना मटेरियल, वो आईडी उधर ही रहेगी कमीशन वाली, मैंने फिर खोली नहीं दोबारा। और एमएस बहुत ज़्यादा आ रही है, आपकी कितनी आ रही है? मेरी 300 एमएस आ रही।
Don't worry, 𝘰𝘈𝘈. I know. 𝘰𝘈𝘈, it's me. I want to introduce. Nice to meet you, 𝘰𝘰. I love the cute outfit. That's a form.
एपिक्स की स्ट्रीम कब होगा? एपिक्स का तो अभी मैंने जो है सुबह एक मॉन्टेज डाला है उसका ना, मतलब रिकॉर्ड करके, उसके मेरा दिल है कि मैं मॉन्टेज ही डालूँ उसकी स्ट्रीम पे ना, मतलब इतने व्यूज़ वगैरह तो आते नहीं हैं, तो ये है कि मैं उसकी रिकॉर्डिंग करके गेम प्लेस बना सकता हूँ। और इसका ये है कि गेंशन का ना, इसकी मैं स्ट्रीम कर सकता हूँ, इसकी रिकॉर्डिंग नहीं कर सकता। रिकॉर्डिंग तो भाई कोई भी नहीं करेगा, इसकी इतनी लंबी लंबी चलेगी।
Thanks, 𝘰𝘰. Hey, 𝘰𝘰. Yeah. Hold on a second. Fish busting? Oh, the folks from the Yashi. What? Hey, come on. You just made a new. Yeah. We still have loads of. Right. What do you say, 𝘰𝘰?
एपिक्स की मेरा भी फ्लक्चुएट कर रहा था पिंग, हाँ बहुत ज़्यादा आ रहा है, मेरा भी 300 आ रहा है। That is 661 meters. $120 और 80 आता है मेरा उसमें, क्या नाम है, यूरोप पे कम आता है काफ़ी, लेकिन उसमें अकाउंट स्विच कर नहीं सकते ना लोग, हैं गेम ही क्रैश हो गया हम। अभी यूरोप पे कितनी आ रही है, एक सेकंड चेक करता हूँ। यूरोप पे कितनी आ रही है, पहले तो मतलब 80 के अराउंड या 120 के अराउंड एमएस आती है उस पर, लेकिन अब ये सिमर भाई भी कह रहे थे कि पता नहीं एमएस का कुछ टाइम से इशू हुआ है जब से ये वाली वर्जन चल रहे हैं इसमें। इनके क्रॉस सर्वर्स नहीं है ना डाटा ट्रांसफ़र कर सकते हैं ना क्रॉस सर्वर्स वाले प्लेयर्स खेल सकते हैं आपस में। इस पे भी थोड़ा हाई आ रहा है, लेकिन इस पे अभी तकरीबन आ रहा है 150 के अराउंड आ रही है एमएस मेरी इस पे अभी थोड़ी सी मतलब ज़्यादा है, 30-40 ये आती है, 80 के अराउंड आती है, 80 से 120 के दरमियान रहती है। अचीवमेंट से कलेक्ट कर लेता हूँ, आ चुके हो वैसे आईडी तो मैं खेल ही नहीं रहा, ये बनाई थी स्टार्टिंग में वैसे ही। कुछ होगा ही नहीं इसमें, देखा है इसमें तो भी लिसा भी रहती है। हाँ ये है, मैं सिर्फ एक्सप्लोर करने वाला जो है ना वही ट्राई करता हूँ, मतलब जो नया एरिया आया वो एक्सप्लोर करने में मज़ा आता है, बाकी स्टोरी वगैरह तो कोई नहीं, वो बोर ही है, उससे बंदा बोर ही होता रहता है। तो ये है कि न्यू एरिया वगैरह जब आता है तब ट्राई कर लेता हूँ भाई। तो इसको अभी छोड़ जाते हैं ना, लॉग आउट करते हैं, फ़ायदा नहीं है इसमें। लेकिन ये है कि यूरोप सर्वर पे एमएस कम आती है। एशिया पे बहुत हाई आ रही है, जहाँ पे 300 आ रही है वहाँ पे तकरीबन 150 आ रही है। अभी मेरी 150 के अराउंड आ रही है। बस इतना ज़्यादा फ़र्क है, मतलब हाफ ऑफ एमएस का फ़र्क है।
Outlander Brigade. When the
Who's this Outlander Brigade?
Akaya says
Absolutely
अभी वो
not.
दूसरा गेम मैंने देखा है, वो क्या नाम है उसका, स्टार रेल्स वाला। वो दिखने में तो उसका जो ट्रेलर्स हैं वो ऐसे दिखाते हैं कि भाई वो जैसे गेंशन है, ओपन वर्ल्ड है, फुल इस तरह से चलती है, लेकिन वो इस तरह से नहीं है गेम। उसका ये है कि वो जिस तरह होंगाई इम्पैक्ट नहीं है, और जिस तरह पनिशिंग ग्रे रेवन है, इस तरह जो वो मार्बल जो है फ्यूचर फाइट वाला, वो मतलब गेम इतने मज़े का नहीं है स्टार रेल वाला। हाँ, न्यू एरिया ठीक है, लेकिन ये सब फॉग को हटाने वाला झमेला कौन करेगा? अरे मैंने फॉग को 2 दफ़ा हटाए हैं, अभी पता नहीं क्या उसका ना और भी हटाना पड़ेगा उसको। लेकिन कोई नहीं, फॉग वाला तो सिर्फ वो तासरुमी जो आइलैंड है वही है ना, तो उसमें से अगर काफ़ी लंबा क्वेश्चन है वो। सिमर भाई भी कह रहे थे 2-3 दफ़ा हटाना पड़ेगा उसको।
Wait, so that's what you're saying? That's right! The 𝘬𝘗𝘳𝘈 Festival is a flamingo! That's very imaginative! Yay! Perfect! Okay, so... Yay! Let's go! Let's go! Those two can run so fast when they're motivated. We better catch up.
हाँ, मेरा भी 2 दफ़ा हटा है। मेरा ना अभी उसमें से 2 दफ़ा हटा है फॉग। अभी जो है बाकी उसको हटाना पड़ेगा, फिर रहता है उसमें। लेकिन वो एरिया मतलब इतना है नहीं खास, मज़े का एक्सप्लोर करने वाला नहीं है वो। मतलब सुरामी आइलैंड, उसके अलावा बाकी प्लेसेस ज़्यादा मज़े की हैं। वो अभी चेज़म मैंने पूरा देखना है, अभी उसका तो खाली एक स्टैचू अनलॉक किया है। चेज़म मेरा पूरा है। अरे खोलिए क्या, चेज़म का स्टैचू अभी अनलॉक किया था मैंने, तो वो ऊपर मैसेज आया दोस्तों के पहले दूसरा क्वेस्ट करो फिर उसके बाद चेज़म अनलॉक करना है। चेज़म का फ़िलहाल मैंने एक स्टैचू अनलॉक किया और 2 टेलीपोर्ट पॉइंट्स बस। किधर गया चेज़म? ये देखो चेज़म मैं यहाँ से आया हूँ, ठीक है, इस जगह से, देन यहाँ पे आके सिर्फ 2 टेलीपोर्ट पॉइंट अनलॉक किए और एक चेस्ट क्रेट खोली है। अभी सारा रहता है, अंडरग्राउंड वाला तो भी सारा रहता है। अभी अपर ग्राउंड वाला रहता है, तो अंडरग्राउंड तो फिर आएगा भाई, जिस तरह वो इनकनोमिया के आता है ना।
Dude,
Marco sure had a lot of fun in Inazuma.
Those two up now. We have
मैं प्रेमो जिम्स की वजह से ये कर रहा था, ये एक दफ़ा कर लूँ क्वेस्ट ना, उसके बाद उसी को करूँगा फिर, क्योंकि अभी ईटो लेना है तो जेम्स तो चाहिए भाई उसके लिए। मेरा तकरीबन मुझे 52 पे यही मेरे को मिल गया ना, तो आगे चांसेस तो नहीं है वैसे, मतलब क्या पता फिर भी मिल जाए नेक्स्ट 5 स्टार 80 के अराउंड।
Auntie? Who's that calling me auntie? Oh, it's the little
अरे
girl
स्किप
who
क्यों
came
नहीं होना
with us. How can I help you, little
स्किप का
girl?
ऑप्शन होना चाहिए।
Auntie Aratani, can you help me get 𝘠𝘜𝘠𝘗 story printed so that everybody can see
अरे
it?
अंडरग्राउंड वाले में भी
Not
फॉग
only
टाइप
that,
का क्वेस्ट करके
is
हटाना
also
पड़ेगा यार, ये तो बात गलत है।
Huh?
लेकिन उसको तो 3-4 दफ़ा नहीं हटाना पड़ेगा ना, वो एक ही दफ़ा हटाना पड़ेगा, तो फिर तो ठीक है। एक दफ़ा हटाना है तो वो तो चलो हम हटा लेंगे, वो YouTube से देख के भी हटा लेंगे, सारी वीडियो देख के ना फॉलो करते जाएंगे स्टेप्स। लेकिन ये है कि बार बार हटाना पड़े तो फिर वो नहीं खेलने का दिल करता उसको।
We can pay extra.
We've been printing at a time like that.
What do we do?
No, I remember this one. I waited and waited at night. If we can't get it printed, I can paint.
My. Yoimiya has quite a determined spirit.
It's Miko.
We heard
Oh, lady.
It's okay, but our mission...
यार इनकी कितनी ज़्यादा है, मॉन्स्टर्ड वालों की सबसे कम है, मतलब लाइंस ना सिनेमैटिक्स की जितनी लाइंस हैं सबसे कम है। लियो वालों की सबसे ज़्यादा है, इतना बोलते हैं। उसके बाद फिर ये इनाजुमा वाले बोरिंग हो जाएगा। लेकिन नहीं, एक्सप्लोर करने में मज़ा आता है। एक दफ़ा फॉग हटा लेंगे, सारा एरिया वगैरह मैकेनिज्म पजल्स वगैरह कैसे वर्क करती हैं चेक कर लेंगे, उसके बाद फिर से भाई एपिक्स की स्ट्रीम करना स्टार्ट कर लेंगे। कोई नहीं।
Yay! Everything worked out perfectly.
Yoimiya.
No worries.
Yes, you're right.
ये क्या है? वेट फॉर प्रिंटिंग टू फिनिश। अच्छा यार अभी तो ये काफ़ी लंबा चल रहा है, फ़िलहाल मैं जा रहा हूँ, तो तकरीबन हाँ मैं आऊँगा अफ्तार के बाद, फिर से इसको आगे कंटिन्यू करूँगा स्टोरी को। अभी जो है ना मैं लेट हो जाऊँगा, अभी थोड़े से काम है वो कर लूँ, उसके बाद जो है ना अफ्तार के बाद ही अब इसको आगे कंटिन्यू करूँगा। अभी ये काफ़ी लंबी चलेगी, फिर मिलते हैं भाई, टेक केयर, बाय बाय। अभी आप करो, आप भी ये वाला क्वेस्ट करो, सिनेमैटिक स्किप करो जल्दी जल्दी, एक दिन रह गया इसका। चलो ठीक है यार, फिर आता हूँ।